Welcome back to Scavenger Works. It's muggy outside. It's a little overcast. But today we are going to do the install on the other half of those lights up there. Don't look at the skylight, they're disgusting. These are Amazon. They were on lightning deal. I bought enough to do the whole shop at the time, and I have a couple extras. That's something I always do. If you're going to buy some of these products that aren't, you can't get from Home Depot, Lowe's, or locally, I always buy a little bit extra, just so, one or two extra, you just swap them out, sometimes even faster than the warranty stuff. So the biggest thing was I wanted them wired into the switches. If you see here, we got our main switch panel, which is going to be the right bank, which is, in my mind, is going to be north, which north is that way. Mosquitoes are out. Left bank south, and then this is motion and, this is outlet and motion. So what I did was, originally it had two 8-footers here and two 8-footers over there. As you can see, very nice and bright. They've been doing really well, and I split our conduit up there at the junction box. Hopefully I'm filming that. Yeah, up there, the junction box, and it comes over, drops down. Now, took electrical in high school, learned quite a bit, and I've learned a lot just in life. I'm not saying it's the code, but it ain't gonna kill you, but it's probably pretty close to code, kinda. It's got safety in mind, but sometimes, things don't go exactly as you plan. So up there we have our junction box, which is a single gang or outlet box, whatever you want to call it, with a cover, and then each individual one, so 6 rows. The reason I did this was, as I went along, that's 3 light assemblies. You're only allowed 4 per assembly. So, and I'd have to jump over the middle beam of the shop. And so what I started doing on this other one, which is in progress, we had to move some of the wiring and redo this, because initially they were all tied together, one light switch. I wanted north and south, split it up. If I don't need this side, I don't need that side. I'll probably run both. You never know. What else? Oh, if I was going to do across there, they have like a 8-inch jumper. I wasn't wanting to use that. I wanted it to be as clean as possible. So down here, we come out of this junction box there, and we come, I need a laser pointer. I don't know how all these YouTube people do it. They point like this, oh, it's over there. And you gotta look through the back camera and everything. That's our first junction box, single gang. And those are straps, hanger straps from Lowe's. Everything's Lowe's, Home Depot, normal stuff. But I'll show you kind of what everything comes with, how I did it, how I am doing it. Is it wrong? No. Is it right? No. It's just the way I do it. Like I said, it's kind of part of the channel. You're scavenging stuff together, even though this is new stuff. You can scavenge new stuff. It doesn't always have to be old stuff. We're just figuring it out. There's a lot of sleepless nights of just thinking about all this stuff. So, in a nutshell, this is what we got with the kit. I already kind of started going through some of it. They give you, you can do each one individually with a cord. It's kind of sad because I'm not going to use any of this stuff. They do give you these nice pigtails, which this was to hardwire them, which I am going to. Oh, these are the extensions they give you to tie them together if you want multiple. These are the metal clips that they give you. They're just these, let me see, little W clips. I don't know what you want to call them. Little quick clips. They came with screws that I did not care for. They were pretty small, and I wanted something a little bit bigger. So I did go with, these are the self-drilling for the other brackets. Those are self-drilling too. Where did my other screws go? Oh, they're over here in the pile of parts. I'm horrible at this, by the way. And there's gnats everywhere. Gnats and mosquitoes. So, what we got was a number 6 by 3/4 Phillips head. Dude, these bugs today, man. They're horrible. And I got the swamp cooler running in the meantime. And then we have our, I think these are like Simpson strong ties, whatever they call them. These little brackets. And what I do is I bend each edge. We have our boxes for each row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 up there. Got some couplers. This is all half-inch conduit. Doesn't take much wiring. This is kind of some of my electrical stuff I already have, but it kind of grows as we go. Keep building upon it. These are our cord grips, strain relief grips. These are going to go in the covers. They don't really grip them that much, but it looks pretty. It looks nice. It's not going to rub. Then these get drilled. These will get drilled, and we will get these mounted like so. And they self-tapper to that. Those self-tapper to the building. In a nutshell, when we're doing it, and then we have the little plugs in there for the ends, and then we have our connectors. So I call them butt connectors. So what we're doing is every first clip is 2 inches off. I think 2, 32, 30, and 28. Don't ask me how I came up with those numbers. It just... So yeah, that's pretty much what it entails. I am using, one second, a drill bit. I snapped one already because I got Magilla Gorilla on it. I think it was 7/64 drill bit. This one's dull, so I'm not using that. I'm actually using a left-handed drill bit that I usually use for extracting stuff. It's working good because it's sharp. So I am doing a pilot hole because the number 6 screws will snap off, and I really like being able to come up with them on the purlins. Seen a lot of people do other things. Like I said, this isn't the only way to do it. It's just the way I came up with for this building / my wiring. I understand if people have like drywall, or if you're doing like a garage. We space them out evenly, and the biggest thing is the spacing of them doesn't really matter. It's the alignment, and so I'm going off of one edge, 1.25 inches. That's what I just came up with. It seems to work good, and they're pretty awesome lights. I'm not gonna lie. I'm too new at YouTube to ever have a paid partnership or sponsorship, but so far I've been pretty happy with them. I will say there was a funny story with when they tell you in the instructions, make sure they're fully plugged in before turning them on. Do that because they will arc. I don't know why. Well, I kind of know why, I guess, but I bought them all because what I was doing was I bought them all on a lightning deal or whatever, Black Friday, I can't remember, Amazon deal. And I pulled them all out of the boxes just enough, and I got one cord set up, and I'm trying them all, just boop, 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 boop. And I had the power on, and I'm just plugging them in, and it worked great until it didn't. And one of them arced like no other. And I was like, oh my goodness. And I had read the instructions, and it said don't do that. So don't do that. It's not good to do that. So then I plugged it in, flipped the switch, plugged it in, flipped the switch. So the reason I did that initially was to make sure that they all work for return reasons and anything like that initially when I bought them all, because I knew they were going to sit for a bit, because I had to do that side of the shop first, And when I did the floor and the cabinets, that was a whole ordeal. So probably try and do maybe one more row tonight. Try and do a little bit every night. And then, you know, you do the safety thing. You walk the ladder. If people understand what that means, you can wiggle waggle a little ladder. As you can see, we were struggling with our drill bit, which was working good. They kind of, I try and get them as tight as possible, but I didn't want to go past an 1/8 inch because I think the 9/64 was like too big, and it's just kind of, you gotta go gentle with them. But I'll try. It was was it 7/64? Or was it 1/8 inch? No, we were. See, I think the 1/8 inch was too big. But I did use it on where it's 2 of them, but this bit is junk. Maybe we'll get an 1/8 inch and see what I can find. No, I don't think it was 7/64. I don't know what size those left-hand drill bits were. But they were working last time a little better, but maybe the screws are cold. We'll try this one. This says 7/64. I don't know if it's going to drill worth a damn. Old drill bit set. We were breaking them left and right today. Maybe I just don't got the patience today. So, 28. Let's wiggle on over here. Another good thing to know when your next one is, if everything's pretty much the same, you look over to your other side and see what one you just did. And as you climb, you get further away. And I'm gonna go inverted on this. How did you get that picture? Well, you see, I was inverted. Name the movie. No, we're 28. Oh, I went a little backwards. And every time I tilt my head like this, the camera likes to invert the picture. The picture. We'll see if this drill's worth a damn. Real-time drilling. No, whatchamacallit. Oh, right on the guide wire too. Wow, that's dull. Alright, drill bit number 3. Or I'll just go back to the one that was sharp. And you break a screw every now and once again. You get a little western with it. Let's see. Find the spot. Oh, that one's sharp. Oh yeah, bud. That looks small. I don't think it's gonna do it. I don't think it's gonna do it, Captain. I'm in a bad mamma jamma. Cable is just like, hey, how you doing? What's up? Once they stop, they're gonna snap. Probably. Knew it. Son of a biscuit. I gotta find the right drill bit. Intermission. Alright, round 3. I don't know where that clip went. Unless I saved it. Drill this out a little more. Drilled her out. Sand that sucker smooth. Oh, it's down there. You guys are supposed to be watching me. See what? Oh. That is mo better. Jackpot. 0.116. Because all my fractional drill bits were broken. Don't ask me what that is. I think it's an 1/8 inch. I don't know. Tell me in the comments if you know. 'Cause I don't know. Alright, so 3. Oh no, that's 4. Huh. Put a light up. Put a light up today. So I'm going to show you in pieces. I'm going to show you these things. And I'm winded. Like a fat giraffe. Not really. I don't know. Has anyone ever seen a fat giraffe before? That is actually a good question. Besides animals in captivity, are wild animals ever obese? If you think about that, like, oh, that elephant's obese. He needs to lose some weight. I mean, I get, like, in zoos and everything, but technically in the wild, have you ever seen a fat giraffe? Nope. Never seen a giraffe in the wild. Well, I mean, the zoo, but that's not the wild. All right. Get this hung. I think I'm recording. I'm not sure. Go back yonder. Put it up, put it up. Throw it up, throw it up. Don't know the name of the song, but it went in my head. I've been cooped up all day. I'm working all day. Oh, okay. Oh. Get in there. Oh. Sometimes popping the last one out gives you a little, just enough wiggle room, like so. They are pretty good clips. Like once you get them in there, they're strong and they're sharp. I'm trying not to flare them too much because they don't have too much spring back in them. See, I can get all the talking that I don't do now at work out in these videos. Ta-da! Hello, Mr. Dead Spiders. All right, on to the last one for this row, and then we'll do junction boxes. Wibbly wobba day. I think when I first described this, I was using the pigtails that have the bare ends, but because of how far we are from the wall, I forgot that I made my own off of one of the jumper ones. So I just chop them off as close to here, and then I have a longer pigtail. And I just put them up here for when we go to wire. And it's a little, one less thing to carry up here again. That last one fought me. Like I said, you want to drop the first clip, gives you a lot of wiggle room. Sometimes you can get it just right. I usually try it. If it doesn't work, start over. Or, you know, drop it down and then put it in. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more rows to go. And then once I get, well, that row, I'm gonna have to move all that stuff anyway. So that row I might try and do both at the same time. I didn't do that last time, but we'll see. Alrighty, so we got the lights all put in and finished. So this is in the middle of the day. Those are the skylights. We got our other area. This is all skylight. Then this is our first bank. And then that's nothing over there. We're gonna turn those on and we're gonna go on. And then double on. So it turned out really good. Really happy with the process. It's a little tiresome. But other than that, it went really well. Did the first half originally. Took a lot of planning. I gotta say, the biggest thing is just planning this stuff. You know, I get a thought in my head, oh, I want to do better light in the shop. Then it's, let me see what's out there. Maybe try a couple things. I tried some like string light things, work string lights. They were horrible. I would not try that for what I was looking for. But overall, very happy with them. And they're bright as hell. This is all lit up. So I want to thank you for taking a look at the video and watching it. And if you got any questions or comments about it, right, wrong, or indifferent, it's just how I thought about doing it, and it's working for me. And nothing's on fire. So thanks again for watching Scavenger Works, and talk to you later. See you later. Watch some other videos. Adios. Let me see if it'll zoom in. How do you zoom on this thing? Touching it. How do I do it? I don't know. It's not zooming. I thought you could zoom. I don't know. Well, back. This is not going the way I thought, because the gnats are annoying as hell. That's how I came up with them. It's freaking, what temperature? I'm distracted. Hold on. It's almost 80 degrees and it's just swampy. I forget my thought, my words. I say a lot of ums. You buy a bunch of mums. You got any expensive wine around here? Name that movie.